Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a little product that I will be reviewing plus doing a nail design from and what I have is from Melody Susie, and I have what's called the mini 2-in-1 nail dryer. It's like a little lamp. So, and this is just the box it came in. They sent this to me to do like a little review, and I will have a 12% off code, and I will leave that on the screen and down in the description box, so don't forget to check that out, as well as there will be a link to the website and a link to this product. So this is the box it comes in. This is what it looks like. This is the front, and then this is the back, and you can like pause to read all that good stuff and everything. And then so I already opened this, and I kind of did an intro, but I wasn't talking in it. I was going to do a voiceover, and I decided to redo it this way. So here is the box. It's open. Here is the little instruction manual, and it has warnings and stuff, and all the names of the parts and how to use it and all that good stuff. And then it does come with a charger, because it's a portable lamp, so that way you can take it places. You just need the wall part to plug this into, and this is a USB-C type of charger. So yeah, and the cord is pretty long too, which I am very thankful for, because sometimes these companies be making cords that are like so tiny, and I'm like, bro, what the heck is that gonna do? So I am very thankful that this cord is super long. It's long enough to reach my plug and then onto my desk. So yay for that. And this does originally come with like a little rubber band on it holding it together. It's just up here somewhere on my desk, and I don't know where it is. So, and this is the lamp. It does come with a little battery life, but in the instruction manual it says to fully charge it to get the most out of it. So, but I only charged it a little bit before I started using it, and it did just fine. So again, this is what, let me move this out the way. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a little round, and this part is the lamp, and it pulls up just like that, so it'll look like that. And under here, let's see, can't really see it, but there we go, are the lights. It's a UV/LED light, and the yes, so it'll cure your gel products, and then you can, it'll have like, it'll be like a little lamp that just gives off some light, and I will show that in a minute. So on the side here is the power button where you plug the charger, and then a little charging indicator. It blinks red while it's charging, and then I believe it'll turn green when it's done charging. Ugh, I'm jumbling over my words. So you just pull this up, and then you can turn it on, and you see how it's just like a regular light, and it leaves just a little light, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then if you see, it has a little fingerprint right here. If you touch that one time, it turns to the curing lamp, and it goes for 60 seconds. And this is a 6-watt lamp, and in the video I tested it to do the whole 60 seconds to see if it cured, and it did, but I still feel like you should cure it in a regular lamp to get a full cure of your product. So when I use this, I'll be using it as a flash curing lamp, and it does that pretty well, pretty good as well. So yeah, and then just to turn it off, you could press the power button, it'll go off. And then also, if you just put that part down, it'll go off as well. And so this is what it looks like in my hand, and I feel like I have like a medium-sized hand, so the base of it is pretty big, and then the finger, it'll go pretty well. Even I believe in the video I do show sticking my finger with a long nail tip on, and it's still, with the tip that I had on, it was still enough to cure, like on this part, my nail went under the lamp enough to cure this part of the nail, so which is nice. So it will fit a pretty, like a medium to long size nail tip underneath to cure. So again, I will be using this as a flash curing lamp. So I just wanted to give some details about this little lamp, and then so now I will be jumping into the nail design. Alrighty, so here I am going into the nail design, and I didn't want to keep these nails on permanently, so I'm using this peel off base coat, and I got it from, well, I know you can get this on Amazon, but I'm not sure if that's where I got it from, because I've had it for a long time now. And this is the UNT peel off base coat, and it's an air dry, so I'm just polishing on one coat, and then I let it dry for about 2 minutes or so, and then I'll be doing the Apres Gel X method of putting these nails on, and I'm actually using the Apres gel. And so here you will see me struggle a little bit with putting the tips on, and the way that I do it, I just put a little bit of the gel in the well of the tip, and then when I place the tip on my finger, I start at the cuticle area, and then I push down to bring the gel up to cover my nail, and then I will stick it under the light to give it a flash cure for a few seconds so it can harden into place. So woo, as you can see, I was struggling there because I haven't done this in a while, and so it was kind of hard for me to get my finger under the light. And so I decided to put the light on top of my acrylic jar that made the light sit higher for me, since this is like my first time using this light for this method. That worked best for me because the previous light I was using, it sits higher, so it was easier for me to put my finger under when I do a method like this. So yeah, but as you can see, I was able to, by sitting the light up higher, I was able to get it put the nail tip on easier for myself. So the light is working just fine and all that, and it took about 5, I think I let it sit for about 5 to 10 seconds to do the flash cure. And here I was just showing how my finger looks with the nail tip on, and it did go under the light. I feel like it was just a little bit too long, and it didn't cover my whole finger, but it mostly went under the whole light. So, and I did mention that excuse me, and I believe I did mention that in the beginning of the video. So yeah. So this part was fun to do. It was very interesting the way I struggled, and also I did have like some spillage of the gel come out the sides of the nail once I placed it on my nail, and I ended up filing that off, but I tried to like clean it up and try to prevent that from happening. But on my thumb, I put it under there probably for like 1 second just to harden it really quick, but it was still be able to move, just so I could wipe the extra gel off of my finger. And then I pressed it down again and put it back under the light. And my thumb, I decided to let this go for the full minute. And then, as you see with that peel off base coat, the nail came off just fine. And here I was testing to see how the light cured the gel, since I left it in for a whole minute. It could just be me, but I felt like it was still a little, just a tiny bit soft, like it could cure a little longer to be fully hard. But that could also be because there was the peel off base coat. But also on this nail, I am going to let it cure under the light for the whole minute, and then I also show it. But the tip didn't fit while it was on the stand, so I took it off and I put it, I just carefully sat it under the light because it was still wet. And then here I'm just wiping the because you know gel polishes usually has a tacky layer on it, so I'm just wiping that off. And usually some color does come off when you wipe it before top coating. And as you can see, like, it cured pretty well, but I do feel like in some spots it didn't cure all the way. So like I did say previously, I am going to mostly be using this as a flash curing lamp, especially because I prefer to wear longer nails, and the longer nails don't fully fit under the lights. So, but flash curing, it works perfectly fine because you really do only need a few seconds for that lamp. And so now I am coming in with more of the design, and these will be some Beetlejuice themed nails. So that first color was called Blaze. The red color was called Blaze, and that was from Tracy Nails. She doesn't sell that particular gel polish anymore. It was one of her limited collections. And then that pink color I used was number 29 from Nailed by Naya, and this purple one is number 130. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what number that is, but I will leave it in the description box down below, and it's from Nailed by Naya as well. And this white is from Nail Reserve LA, and it's called White Addict, and I do have a code for that to get you 50% off of 2 or more products, and that is the Nail Glow Up. And I will leave that along with any links I can down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. So I did the thumb and the pinky, a full white nail. The middle nail is going to be a French tip, and then the red and purple nails are the index and the ring finger. And so now I'm just doing a matte coat on all the nails. For some reason, I didn't put a matte top coat on the red finger. I just left it as is. So don't really have a reason for that. But I was I think I had a different idea of how I wanted to do the design, and that's why I put a matte top coat. But it worked out perfectly fine. And sometimes when you do have a matte base, the your art glides on a little easier. So that's kind of why. The matte top coat I used was from Vanessa Nails. And y'all, here go another one of those janky nail stands. I seriously need to get a different kind, because as you can see, these nails, they keep moving, and I feel like this one is worse than the last stand I was using. Like, bro, come on now. Okay, so, and of course I cure everything for 60 seconds. So now I'm going to be doing a French tip on this nail, and I do the A method with the French tip. So I draw my lines on the sides, and then I do the one in the middle, and then I round out the corners until I get the shape of the smile line that I want. And I usually, or most times I'll turn the nail around just to make sure that it's even and as centered as it could be. And this, I did it just fine in the first go around. And so then I fill in the nail, and I use the brush to fill in the tiny spots, and then I use the brush from the bottle to cover the rest of the nail. And I did do 2 coats, and I also did 2 coats on all of the other nails except for the red one, because I didn't want to get such full coverage of that nail. So I wanted it to be more on the jelly side. So, and of course, I cure for 60 seconds in between each layer. And now I'm coming in with a black gel paint. This one is from Madam Glam, but it's not in stock, so I will leave a link to another one down below in the description box. And I'm just going to be drawing black stripes. And while doing these nails, the way I position my camera, it was a little too far over than what I usually do. And so for some parts, I do end up going way off to the side and out of camera. So on some parts, I cut out some of the video because you literally couldn't see anything, and you just would have been looking at nothing. So I just cut that out of the video. So I'm just going to be doing some black stripes on all of the white nails, because again, this is Beetlejuice themed, and that was the color of his suit, like black and white stripes and stuff. So, and these nails will represent that. And I cure for 60 seconds, and the brush I'm using for this is the 25mm brush from A Galore Co. And the other brush I was using was the Hella Cute liner brush. So I feel like I've been talking a whole lot, but I hope I was giving you guys good information. And so I'm going to be quiet now, and I will jump back on in a little bit. Okay, I do want to come and jump in right quick because on this nail I did a flash cure of these lines, and I'll show that in a little bit. And it did wrinkle just a little bit, but I don't think that had anything to do with the light. I think it was because the black is such a dark color, and I feel like I was polishing it on just a little thick. And then some polishes will do that if you don't cure it all the way. So again, it did wrinkle, just had little tiny wrinkles. Wasn't nothing that I couldn't cover up and fix, which I did, and you couldn't even tell at the end of the design. So I just wanted to jump on and say that really quick. So I would just like to say that I think these stripes came out pretty good. I was worried that they would be super crooked. Like they're not like super straight either, but they still came out really good. I'm proud of myself. So now I am taking that purple polish again and a piece of a makeup sponge, and I'm just dabbing it along the smile line and bringing it down the nail some, and then I cure for 60 seconds, and I'll be doing that on all of the stripe nails because you know Beetlejuice, he has like that green and purpley theme kind of going on. Like, you know, he has like the, I don't know how to describe it, but that's sort of like his color. And especially in the cartoon, he was kind of like a purpley color. So that's kind of where this comes in. And you know, usually when you see Beetlejuice nails, they're usually like black and white, green with green and purple and stuff. So yeah. So here is, I'm going to be doing some drips, and I just lost my thought. Okay, the color I'm using is number 34 from Valentino, which look how pigmented that is. Valentino is one of my favorite polish brands. So yes, and yeah, I cut that out because again, I was way out of frame and you couldn't even see what I was doing. But for I believe this nail and the next nail, I did good. So you were able to see what I was doing. And usually when I do when I do drips, I make the dots, then I make the lines to connect them upwards, and then I round, and then I just connect them with the round line and fill in the open space at the top. And I also sort of reshape the drips to make them more like teardrop shaped, because you know that's usually what drips look like. So yeah, that will be that for all the striped nails. And as you can see, you can still see the purple under the just drips and everything, and that's why I brought it down as far, because I wanted it to still be there. And also too, that's why I used the makeup sponge, because I didn't want the purple to be overpowering. I just kind of wanted a little bit there, but you know, still be able to see it. So after I do the drips, I cure for 60 seconds in my light. So for this nail, I will be doing the sand worm thingy, but I won't be doing like the whole thing or anything, because I can't draw that good. So I'm just doing like a piece of it that will like represent the sandworm. So I'm drawing like a snake like type of shape in white, and again, this white is White Addict from Nail Reserve LA. And then the brush I'm using again is the Hella Cute liner. And yeah, that's it. Then I'm just doing my shape, cure for 60 seconds, and then I come in with the black gel paint again, and I make the black stripes on the snake and cure that for 60 seconds when I'm done. Okay, so most of this part got cut out because you couldn't see anything, and yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry about that. So for this nail, which is the red nail, and I wanted to incorporate Lydia, and that's what this nail represents. And you know, in the movie, she had on that red wedding dress when Beetlejuice tried to marry her, and then in the cartoon she wore like this red dress poncho type thing, and it had like a sort of like a spider web type of design on it. So that's what this nail is. At first I wanted to do like the wedding dress type, but I couldn't figure out how to incorporate that on this nail. And so then I went and looked up the cartoon version of Lydia, and she had on that red dress poncho thingy, and so that's what I did on this nail. So I just do some straight lines, 3 straight lines down the nail, and then I'm doing like the curved lines to make it look like a spider web, and I do that on the whole nail, and then I cure for 60 seconds. And yeah, so girl, calm down. So I kind of thought about adding like some charms or bling or whatever to this, but I felt like, nah, I don't need to do that with these nails, and so I didn't. And so, and I love the way they turned out. Like, they look really good, and I did put the nails back on. I didn't film that, which I kind of wish I did, and I also wish I filmed me taking them off, but you kind of saw that in the beginning of the video when I took the thumbnail off. But to put them back on and be able to take them right off, I used some of the peel off base coat, and then I just glued them on with some nail glue, and then I was able to do my little video at the end and take some pictures. So yeah, after I finish this nail, I will be going in with some top coat, and the top coat I'm using is from Nail House, and it's just in the old packaging. So yeah, so this is my last Halloween themed video, and it's actually being uploaded on Halloween as well. So yeah, I'm happy that I got what this is. What will be 1, 2, I think 3 or 4. That beep is so loud, y'all. Sorry about that if it kind of hurts your ears or whatever. But I think this is like my 4th Halloween themed video. So yay me for doing that. I put out 4 videos. Yeah, so my next one will be a fall themed video, and I want to also do a Shein haul, but it's not stuff that I bought. My sister bought it, and so she kind of wants to join in on that. So hopefully I'll be able to film that soon as well. So yeah, after top coat, this is the end of the video. And you see how I was struggling? This little janky nail stand. So thank you for watching, and thank you to Melody Susie for sending me the light. I really enjoyed it, and I will be using it a lot. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok. Check the description box for links and codes and all that stuff. And again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out, y'all.